Hi everyone, Valerie here. Very recently, I had a little experience that I wanted to share because of what happened and how it happened, and it could be misunderstood if somebody else has the same experience or something similar. I went into the kitchen in the morning after showering and doing a few chores and to have my breakfast, and while I was in the kitchen, and I happened to be alone in the kitchen, something very, very strange happened. I felt it was kind of like a shuddering, a feeling that the time overlapped another time, but happening in that moment. And only because I understand and have researched and know about and even had some experiences of it, of parallel worlds or parallel dimensions, that is why I've come to this conclusion. So it struck me in such a way that my mind, I couldn't even remember at the moment that I was in the kitchen getting breakfast. I mean, I remembered I was getting breakfast, but I couldn't remember at what point I was in because of this thing that happened. And it did feel like a world was overlapping this world. Now, if you didn't understand about parallel worlds, you'd swear you had a stroke. Well, I know that it wasn't a stroke. But if you didn't understand these things and didn't know, you would feel like it was something, maybe a physical ailment that was overcoming you. And I just wanted to point that out. So it left me with a understanding that we are so much more than just this third dimensional world that we live in daily using our five senses. There is a bigger picture here, and we are all involved in it, but because so many don't understand it or haven't experienced it, they might misinterpret it as something else or something physical, like a physical ailment. There is a lot going on our planet. There's a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and there are negative beings and positive beings, some physical, some dimensional, and there's a huge involvement regarding our planet because of what it entails. It's a beautiful planet, but it's fragile, and we're not doing much to help it, believe me. But we have to understand that because there's so much more than what we are just experiencing in our five senses, if you look to it, if you seek it, if you try to find what it is, you will have experiences. You will get on your journey with a different thinking. And it's all to do with opening up your heart and your mind to see it in a new reality. What we see in this planet in third dimension with using our five senses is not really what this planet is truly about. Yes, people go along in this world aimlessly. You know, you're taught to get education, you're taught to get a job, you're taught to get a family, you're taught to just go through the routine day after day after day, doing the same thing over and over and over, just like grinding gears. But that is not what we're all about. That's only the tip of it. once we get into those things, and by the way, just to let you know, there's not a system, not a physical system on this planet that is true, that is real. Education system is false. There's nothing that we have been taught that has been truly true. There's not an institution on this planet that is real. Everything is about making money, right down to the pharmaceutical companies, the religions. The religions, I mean, there's some religions maybe that teach, meditation, but for the overall aspect of the religions, they are not teaching you what is really truly inside of you. So we have the capability to experience the dimensions and the parallel worlds if you're just open to it. Just be open and understand that they are real. You can have a way deeper, better experience here. What I had happen to me a couple of weeks ago in the kitchen was kind of a reality check, a wake-up call. Again, I keep getting them. That, yes, I was taught in my brain that, when I did research, that there are parallel worlds. But every once in a while, I experience something that just shows me, oh yes, it is for real. So I just want to leave that with you, and I just want to encourage everybody to seek a deeper inner self that you are, because there's a lot of negativity here, but you are a powerful being, not so much in your physical sense, in your physical realm, but deeper within you, in the spiritual aspect of you. There's so much more that you can experience. So don't be discouraged by all the physical trials and tribulations and suffering that you see other people going through. This is only the temporary part. It's such a bigger picture, and you can be involved in it. You can experience it. You can jump into it. Just open your heart and just seek the infinite source of all life, and just ask, and then look forward to some beautiful things that you're going to experience. Yes, there are parallel worlds. Yes, there are dimensions that we can actually experience even while we're in the third dimension. There's so much more out there. And even before we came to this incarnation, we have experienced many, many lifetimes. Not necessarily always here, but in many forms. Our soul is eternal. Our spirit is eternal. And it embodies many different physical bodies. The third dimension is physical, and so is the fifth dimension physical. So just wanting you to think on that. I also wanted to mention briefly, just so that experience that I had that morning in the kitchen is not misunderstood, is that I felt as if I was maybe in a dream, a lucid dream, even though I was standing there physically. And also that what happened before. It's like it was happening then, but it already happened. It's very hard to explain, but I just wanted to put that in there, just in case anybody else has had that same thing happen to them. Thank you for listening. Happy dimension and parallel world seeking. Bye.